Structuralism began in France in 1950s. Structuralism says that words do not have individual meaning on their own, rather meaning comes from their position in a system. Structuralism studies the hidden rules that shape meaning. For example, the word bat could mean a flying animal or a cricket bat. We understand it based on its relationship with other words in a sentence. For example, I saw a bat in the cave. I saw a bat in the cave. Here, the bat refers to the animal bat, whereas he hit the ball with a bat. This states that it refers to the thing called bat, not the animal bat, but the bat with which we can hit a ball. Now, fairy tales follow a similar storyline. When structuralism was employed in studying fairy tales, what they looked at was the storyline, the similar storyline that these fairy tales had. Fairy tales like Cinderella, Thumbelina, Little Red Riding Hood, all these all these stories, they employed the same storyline. So this is what the structuralist will look for. It will not look for the authors, which author wrote it, at what time the author wrote it, the socio-political background. All these things are not looked at from the structuralist point of view. Instead, they look at the storyline, whether they follow a similar storyline or not. In all these, literature, in all these examples, they follow a similar pattern. There is this naive girl, then we have this stepmother and stepsisters who mistreat the girl. Then somehow she is saved by a prince, and finally prince and this girl get married and have a happy ending and all that. So there is this naive girl, the struggle, and then meeting with the prince and all this. The same way, Thumbelina also has the same storyline. Little Red Riding Hood also has a similar storyline wherein she meets up with the fox, then she is somehow saved by the woodsman. So there is this girl, naive girl, and there is this tragedy or the struggle, and finally the girl is saved. So in India, cows are revered, but in America, a cow is seen as food. In India, touching a cow is like touching God Krishna. Like it has got religious aspects too. Touching a cow. Cow is actually associated with religion, Hindu religion. So touching a cow means taking blessings from this cow mata or the cow goddess. So in north of India also we can see that cows roam around freely in the streets and all that. They don't kill cow in North India. Beef is actually banned. Whereas in America, a cow will be viewed as a thing used in hamburgers, as a food only. In Indian culture, touching elders' feet is an act of respect. But in America, touching a person's feet is considered unclean or even disrespectful. Meaning changes according to culture. Ferdinand de Saussure introduced the foundation of structuralism in his book Codes in General Linguistics, published posthumously in 1916 by his students. Saussure argued that language is not just a collection of words, but a system of relationship between words. Saussure introduced the idea of sign, signifier, and the signified. For example, the sign or symbol dog is a signifier of written form or sound or image, and it signifies actual dog. There is no natural connection between the signified and the signifier. It is arbitrary. For example, dog in English and kutta in Hindi means the same thing, but the sounds we use to describe it change across languages. So, there is no natural connection between the signified and the signifier. Now, we'll come to binary opposites. Many things are understood through contrast. Example, male or female, light or dark, hot or cold, good or evil, etc. We understand things in their binary opposition. So, light is there because of which we have darkness. Day is there because of which we have night. Myths, literature, and culture use these opposites to create meaning. Now we'll move on to synchrony versus diachrony. Diachronic linguistics studies how language changes over time, like historical approach. Synchronic linguistics studies language as it exists at a given moment. So, Saussure stated that language is a structured system where meaning comes from relationships and differences, not from direct reference to reality. Saussure's work inspired scholars like Roman Jakobson, Claude Lévi-Strauss, and Roland Barthes, who expanded structuralist ideas into anthropology, literature, and other fields. Thank you.